And that's 8 on normal. On hard, there's a zombie walking right at the door frame, as well as the guy on the couch. Or whatever. Here they just stuck in these hellhounds. And I'm just really want to, even though they're not here at all, they first appear like later on in the game. Act 3, Act 4. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe they appear earlier. I don't think so, though. I really want to see what other things appear, in weird places. But I won't have the time because the expansion's coming out. Is coming out in a couple hours, and the servers are going down in a little bit. So it's disappointing. I wish I'd done it earlier. I was feeling kind of shitty earlier, and I just didn't get a chance. But things happen, and you know what? I should just be happy, getting the expansion is coming out. It's gonna be fantastic. I just wanted to do some of these quests to see if I can get any extra skill points. Because bloody hell do I need it. Also, I swear I didn't really look into it, but from what I like, when you're googling thing, you see a bit of the page. It almost implies that these carvings sometimes have different descriptions depending on your difficulty mode. I hope that's not true, because then we might lose them if they're removing the difficulty modes, unless they add them in as a possible thing you can find on on normal. But I would have to really look into them to be sure. And while we're listening to this one, I'll do just that.
Kalm's canoe struck this sand with the force of destiny. At his beck, the greatest war host in Karui history tamed the wild sea, their canoes coupling with the land one by one. Lion-eyed gemlings met us with shining metal and bold words. Hyri's arrows withered their pride, Kalm's axes silenced their despair. Marseilles Lion-eye fought bravely to the last. Kalm honored him with a place on his belt. Kalm has shown Rayclast our Karui strength. Kalm will teach Rayclast the Karui way.
I'm just having a look here, and I don't remember what I found because there's no what I saw before because there's no reference to it on the wiki here, on the game, pathofexile.gamepedia.com. I don't remember what I found because there's no reference to that here. Now they're found in Acts 1 and 4. There's the coast, the tidal island, the mudflats, the ledge, the climb, the ship graveyard 1, ship graveyard 2, and that's it. And I'll read them here. Actually, maybe I shouldn't. It's just I can't play and read. I'm not sure if we've ever seen them all. Actually, I think they have. I think we have seen them all. So, yeah. Here's hoping, anyway. It's just I thought we missed one or two, that's why I wanted to read them. But if I'm also thinking we did see them all. In which case, there's no need to. Christ. So really underestimate the damage potential of those guys. Fire Fury. Bonk. Calm down now. Mind control some more. Blight. Apply a debuff to enemies in front of you, which deals chaos damage over time. Enemies who aren't already debuffed by Blight are also hindered for shorter secondary durations from their movement. Continued channeling adds layers of damage to the debuff, each with their own duration. Cool. 15 minutes. Hexproof cannonball, eh? Well, they said hexproof, not giant hammer proof. Nice. Huh. Their souls just ascended. Punishing remote gulch of balance. Oh, they reflect 10% of physical damage? Shit. That's certainly not gonna be annoying. I'll just use this to negate that.
I must have time to gather my will.
Okay. Holy chainmail. New. Fall, eh? Just some more of them. Christ. Bring some in. Oh, I'll bring some in. Turn some. Need more minions. Bloody hell. Meat calls the lumbering. Love it. How many are there? There just seems like tons more enemies than I'm used to. Mine. So much for getting those quests done, I'm just kind of getting distracted with side stuff. Still, that's fun, because, you know, I'm having fun with this. Hey, how? There's tons. Chaos Orb. Chaos Orb. Scroll. Wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. Bloody hell, I have a nice little army just traipsing around after me. I can't wait to see what god powers we get. I hope I get some that boosts up my minions. Or, you know, that, you know, helps my minions in some capacity. Shark, maker of floods. As far as I'm concerned, that's what it says. Thank you, Fall. You've been a great help. Christ. Bloody hell. Nice. Legion boots, Conjurer's vestment, Carry chopper, Braved axe. That's Demon's horn. We'll take that. Now let us see. Vol Festival. Oh! Siri promises eternal life. The only eternity we shall have is in the memories of the barbarians that shall plant their crops on our graves. Oh, that's cheery. Here I was hoping for some gubbins. The Vol summoned skeleton. That would have been nice. Whoa! Bloody hell! No, bloody damage spike, Batman. Like I said, I do think I'm a bit squishy, but I just don't know what's at fault. Is my armor just too low? Do I need more health? Am I just playing incompetent? I'm sure there's a bit of, you know, greenness in it, but you know, I don't think the other things should be overlooked either. You know? So, yeah. Christ, these are huge. They've probably always been that huge, I just don't remember it. Cruel Scrabbler the Depraved. What a name. Also, Mervale's favorite. Oh, yeah, I can tell. You know, just... yeah. What I was trying to say was, yeah, you can really tell they're favored. Look at how hideous they are. Oh yeah, that's a clear sign that you're being favored. Again, like I was saying during the boss fight last time, you know, if that's the immortality you get, then, you know, I'm glad to be mortal. Because I would want to be able to look myself in the fucking, you know, in the mirror. You know, if I was you know, at some time during my mortal life. Ooh, it's a crucified corpse. Nothing good on it. Kind of to be expected, really. Probably won't be able to hear it, but I'll...
Calm has removed the eternal stain from this coast. The Empire's citizens decorate our meeting houses with their heads. Our warriors build homes for our families. Our families till the earth, fish the waters, fill the air with song. The Kardui way is yet a seed, but it grows, gains in pride and power every day. Calm has kept his promise. The time of the Kardui has come.
Christ. Hail Rake. Cunt Rake. Blast Rain. Fire an arrow up into the air, which splits and rains down in a series of explosions over an area. The explosions will always overlap on the target area. That's an interesting spell. Not sure if I get any XP if enemies die while I'm dead. Probably shouldn't have waited that long. I was just curious what Blast Rain was. I also wanted to make sure that one cunt died. And I didn't really think of the me not getting XP thing. Still, yeah, if I didn't get XP there, I can get XP elsewhere. Ooh, Spirit Walkers. Cool. It's another bloodline thing. Hurting them. Precise drowned. They're precisely that. Yes, they were drowned. Ooh, big guy. Bile Crawl, the Devourer. What a name. I know that's always my joke, but it really is. Like, what a name. I'm just going to grab that Brigandine because I want to give it a look at some stage, but I don't really have time right now. I know I probably won't be using it, but it's a curiosity. Christ, Hail Rake's still alive. Bludgeon! Bludgeon! Extreme prejudice. You know, I have no idea what's going on there. I think that's meant to be their soul or something. But, you know, nothing really comes of that, and that kind of stops happening once you start going a bit further into the game. Like Act 2 time. I don't think it even happens with the Blaggards. There must be something weird with the cannibals, I guess. Why? I couldn't remember what key I should be pressing. Dr. Shaky Ham's Optin travelled with only the finest medicines and antidotes, and a curiously generous supply of opiates. At least he had a good medicine chest, even if he was clearly addicted to his own medicine.
A medicine chest? This means more to us than you can know. There are some who wouldn't have lasted the night without it. Take this. In return for the knowledge that one can do more than suffer and raycast. You and Tarkling, you give us something better than serums and salt. You give us hope.
I think the guy over there gives you more, you know. Christ, level 96, bloody hell. But yeah, I think he gives you probably more than hope. He probably keeps you warm at night. Like, look at all that fire. But, what's the thing? I think the implication here at all the settlements is that there's more people there than you see. I think that's meant to be the implication. Sacred Hybrid Flask, Quicksilver Flask, Aquamarine. Ooh, Basalt Flask is nice. Sulfur Flask. Increases damage, creates consecrated ground on use. Oh, that's useful. 40% increased damage. Then again, since I'm kind of squishy, I think this might be nice. But I only get a single use. Take it.
So, you managed to salvage Shaky Hand's druggery. Nicely done. Nessa will put it to good use. More than that benumbed quack Optin ever did.
Okay, we'll talk to Tarkly.
Animals don't seem to rise up after death the same as people do here. So if they aren't raising themselves, what's doing it for them? The answer's in that fetid pool near the mudflats. I know the place stinks to high heaven, but so does the idea of a flock of overactive bird carcasses hungry for a bit of living meat. Clear the place out, and deal to whatever's raising those birds, and we'd be in your debt.
So yes, they're sending us now to the fetid pools. But since I've only 5 minutes left, I don't really have the time to go do it. So I'm gonna wrap this up right now. I sincerely, 4 minutes. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed my Path of Exile playthrough so far. There'll be more to come, eventually. I'm gonna go try and record a bit of WoW now, but I'll be back later or maybe tomorrow to start the expansion. So I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this so far, folks, and I hope you will join me for the Fall of Oriet. And as a side point, I just want to bring something up. I said yesterday, people were, as I was saying, a single article was saying that the Fall of Oriet is the end of Path of Exile's story. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true in the slightest. Certainly, like I said, I haven't seen that being referenced anywhere else. I probably just want to say, oh, you saw one other article saying it, but I'm not even sure on that. All I can say for certain is one article said it. Probably by the time this comes out, you'll know for damn sure. But as of time of recording, I don't know. Fall of Oriet's only coming out now. So, you know, no talk has been of the future of it, as far as I see. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully there will be more content after the Fall of Oriet. Though where do you go after that? After you've slain gods? Where do you go from there? It's like the same thing I brought up with StarCraft. You killed a god at the end of Legacy of the Void. Where do you go from there? They did have that little side, it's a little Nova campaign where you dealt with the Nova campaign. But where did you go from there? Like, but beyond that little side thing, where can you go from, like, as a full game, you know, you killing gods? You know, that's kind of a, you know, well, killing a god, you know, where do you go from there? And in this, gods, like, you know, who could be a threat to you then? Do the gods have gods? Because then you're kind of getting silly. Well, depending on the universe, that could work. But it's just, you know, it's gods all the way down. But, you know, it just gets, you know, it's just like, where do you go from there with the story and whatnot? I wouldn't have an idea. So this might be the end of the Path of Exile story, or, you know, could only be the beginning. And same point goes with the StarCraft thing. You know, they might never make another StarCraft game again. They might. We'll have to wait and see. In both the Path of Exile case and this. So yeah, I'm certainly hoping in both cases they do make more content, because I enjoy both games. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Like I've said before, when it comes to Path of Exile, if you don't like action RPGs, this is the action RPG I recommend to you. Because I used to like action RPGs as a kid, then I've fallen out of love with them. Path of Exile has pretty much, well, I don't say it's rekindled it, but I'm much more into them now. I'm really into Path of Exile. Wait. Sorry, I thought it was being called. Let me start that again. This is the Path of Exile's kind of game I recommend to you, even if you're not into ARPGs, because it's just that good. It may be an ARPG, but it's just such good of an ARPG, even if you're not into them, you'll still end up liking it. I know, like, the last ARPG I played before it was Diablo 3. And that was painful. I liked it when I played it through the first time, but I was younger then and I fell out of love with them. And so it was painful for me to play through it. I played through it, I did like the, you know, character interactions, you know, the non-gameplay standpoints, but the gameplay, which takes up most of the game, was painful. I come over here, Path of Exile, and while I really wasn't enjoying it for the first bit, when I found dominating blow, and really started paying attention to the skill gem system, I really started loving the game. I really started getting into it. So, you know, like I'm saying, basically, I really hope they make more content after Fulvoriate. The idea that this is going to be the last bit of the game, it kind of makes me sad. But again, I only saw a single article positing that that was the case. So we're going to have to wait and see what actually is the case. And ye, like I said, probably already know what the case is, considering that this will be released in the future. But like by the time this is released, you probably already know. As do I probably already know. How, depending on when it's released, I might have already recorded footage of it. So, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll bring my tangent to an end now. Till next time, folks. Love and peace.